Hey all you cool cats and kittens, it's Carol at Big Cat Rescue. I hope you have had a lovely day today. I'm so proud of myself, I just can't stand it. First I felt stupid because I discovered that our iTunes account where our podcast shows up has apparently not been working for 3 years. And I didn't know it until a few months ago. And it was one of those things, once I figured that out, then it was like, all right, well, how do I fix this? And there were a couple of times where I tried to fix it, and it just turned out to be too long and difficult of a process. And so it went onto my Asana calendar for someday when I have all the time in the world to devote to this. I'm going to figure out how to get this back onto iTunes. Hello, Andre. Ooh, and Amanda. I'm staying out here, Amanda. No need to come yell at me. So yesterday, actually, I worked on it. And I thought I might have fixed it, but I wasn't sure because it doesn't, when you submit it to iTunes, it doesn't go through right away. And they said it could be 10 days. So I was like, all right, well, mark up my calendar for 10 days from now. Andre's like, do I have to hear this? I really don't want to hear this. And I went today to check on it, and it was live. Oh my God, it was live. So you can go to bigcatrescue.org/iTunes if you have an iPhone or an iPad and you want to subscribe to get all of our videos that Afton and Lauren do. It won't be my daily Big Cat Walkabouts on there because I don't think that the vast majority of people really care for this blurry video and me yammering on incessantly. But our really good videos will all be in iTunes now. I'm so pleased. So very, very pleased. All right, well, I got about 15 minutes before I have to leave for home. And I thought, whoops, can't drive with that hand because I got to hold my helmet in the other hand. Thought I'd see if there's anybody still out handing out evening meds and snacks. Deb, thank you for posting that link. Thank you for sharing this. I appreciate that. How about all that exciting news coming out of Guatemala? Oh my gosh. I was so happy to hear that ADI was able to get those last 6 tigers from the pond circus. I know when they got the first 6 cats out of there, they were very upset that the pond circus did not let them have all of the cats because none of us ever like to leave any cat behind. And it wasn't until the government came after the pond circus, really giving them a hard time, that they were able to confiscate them last night, hand them over to ADI, and they have now arrived at the temporary custody camp where it's going to take another 6 to 8 months for those cats to process their paperwork. One of the big holdups, the reason only Big Cat Rescue and Tigers for Tomorrow have even gone through the process of trying to bring in tigers from Guatemala, is that to get the import permits, you have to show that you have a history of supporting cats in the wild. And in our case, we do. We spend about $100,000 a year taking care of cats in the wild. But most of the money that we donate is for small cats because they only get something like 1% of all of the donated money goes to small cat conservation projects. So we've always made that our priority, but because of these imports, we've had to include lions and tigers and other big cats so that we can show that we support them too, even though they get the vast majority of the conservation funding. So that's why we've been doing that. And it will, in addition to the fact that we just want to help out in the wild, but it will give us the ability to bring these cats in. Hopefully, it still has to be processed, and we should know, or we should have them here by end of the year or beginning January. Cameron, I hope you're up and looking for food. I hope that's what you are looking for. And I hope somebody's on their way to bring it. You look pretty excited about it. Yeah? Just get your head up. I'll take that. I'm not sure who's in charge today. Catherine told me 5 minutes ago who it was, but I can't remember. Hello, Freya. Were you hiding behind the fence? You wanted to chase the bike? Yeah. You're such a chasey tiger. You're so chasey. I was very happy to see at the temporary camp in Guatemala that they have made little pools for the cats too. They had to be pretty shallow because it's kind of hard to clean them out there. You gotta have something you can spray out. But just to think that those cats 2 days ago were being beaten and chained in the circus, and today they're getting fed right, they're getting treated with love and respect. Nobody's hitting them. Nobody's ever going to hit them again. That just makes my heart warm. Hello there. Where is everybody? For those of you who have been missing seeing Nikita lion at night, I have it on good authority that Monday they're going to be out to replace her camera with a better one. And I hope that means that she'll have sound. And they are going to be installing the infrared lights so that you guys can actually see her in the dark. So that will be nice. And that's supposed to be tomorrow. Alright, I'm not seeing anybody out here. I might be the only person on property. I see Manny Jaguar on vacation. Beecher's birthday. Oh my gosh. Should we stop and sing? Did everybody sing to Beecher today? I don't. Oh, there's Beecher. Hi. Sweet Beecher. Who's a happy birthday boy? Did you get any treats? Anything special? Yeah, it was so sad to see that Kimba is still so fearful around people. If you guys were watching that live video and saw the way that he roared, it just breaks my heart to think that he's still afraid somebody's going to hit him, and that is never going to happen again. And I'm sure once he gets here and he has more space, he'll calm down. I think a big part hi Riza, I think a big part of it is he's just feeling so exposed because of the small space. Yes, she's a chatty girl. Rah, rah. Who's a good riser? You're adorable. He's just making the cutest little cougar faces. It is heartbreaking, Karen. This is Riza, and she sure had a bad start on life too. Poor thing. She was bred to be a pet, and they butchered her little paws, probably with pruning shears. No vet could have made that big of a mess with her paws, trying to declaw her. And the claws still grow back in, but now because she's been mangled that way, they grow back through the sides of her feet and the top of her feet, so she has to get those trimmed back all the time. She's born in 1995, so she's January of 95, 23 years old. So that would be too big of a surgery to try and put her through to repair it at this late date in her life. So we keep her on soft earth and trim it as needed. Because she's so old and arthritic, she can't groom herself either, so we have to shave her periodically anyway to take care of her coat for her. Yeah, I see Mama Becky down there. Are you purring? You're purring. I hear that purring. Mama Becky. I'm going to be very sad I can't spend more time following her tonight. Oh, Ginger's following her too. Is that your Mama Becky? Does she have treats for you? Oh, all the serval hissing. Oh my gosh, they're so excited. Now, can you believe that Afton accused me of spoiling Serby yesterday? She was laying on the ground with her feet all curled up, and I just shoved her plate right in front of her. She's like, you didn't even make her get up. I like breakfast in bed. Yeah. All right, I'll get your pill ready, Missy. Okay. I hate these shorter days. I know, it gets dark so fast. Oh, you missed Simba. He was quite the pistol tonight. He chewed it out of like 5 things. And then when I tried to get it back, he didn't want me to. I think they learn after a while, if I can keep chewing it out, I can keep getting more treats. This is how you make the treats keep coming. Is that good? You got all fish tonight. Except for your mid, it's a piece of turkey breast. Is that because it's hard to put a pill in a fish? It's actually not too bad. Sometimes it slips out, but if you get just the right size and it doesn't split when you cut it, because they love the fish. And the turkey. Num num num. All right, everybody, I'm 3 minutes past my time, so I gotta run, but thank you all for joining us. If you haven't gotten your big cat fix taken care of, you can always go to the Explore cameras at explore.org/bigcatrescue.